The views and opinions expressed in this podcast by the host and or the guest do not necessarily reflect the views of the host and or Paranormal Buzz Radio and or its sponsors. Use of any material produced by Paranormal Buzz Radio without express written consent is prohibited. Paranormal Buzz Radio will not be held responsible for you holding your knees, crying, and rocking in a corner in a puddle of your own urine, or being beheaded by a group of children in a cornfield. In fact, if you come across a group of children in a cornfield, we promise to make fun of you as you run away screaming in terror. Listener discretion is advised.
Hey everyone, this is Darren Bus from the Paranormal Bus Stop, brought to you by Paranormal Buzz Radio. The Ghoulish Gang is back. Myself, Darren Bus, Cynthia Gerodius, Ashley Storm, and Shay Carroll, where we talk about all things paranormal on a round table format. Come join us for some ghoulish fun. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Monday night's edition of the Paranormal Bus Stop on Spreaker.com. That's right, Spreaker.com, under the Paranormal Buzz Radio banner. So, how is everybody doing on this Monday? We have Shay, we have Cynthia, we have Ashley. Welcome, 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 everybody.
Hey.
Hello.
Hello. It's been a while.
A long time.
Yes.
Yeah, that's just how we roll, guys. I mean, subjects are getting a little bit tougher to come up with. But anyhow, that's just the paranormal field and stuff. So tonight's episode, we are going to be talking about our favorite locations and why it's our favorite locations, and also spill the beans on what's all coming up and about for us in the future. So, other than that, let's break it to Cynthia.
Are you going to make me do this first as I point at Shay?
I know.
Oh, wait. I had the producer saying, it's Cynthia's turn.
Uh-huh. I see how it is. It's all right.
All right, name as many favorite locations as you can in 5 seconds. 1,
Oh, shit.
2,
Yeah, if I name as many favorite locations as I can in 5 seconds, I'm probably going to get in trouble. Because somebody would be offended if I left them out.
Right.
Well, I know you got I
have
there of locations.
Lists. I have lists. If we're talking Iowa locations, favorites would include Malvern Manor, of course. That's like home away from home. Bango Haunted Crib, which is another home away from home, and Edinburgh Manor, and of course Granger House is in there, and Mason House is in there, and pretty much anywhere in Iowa. I am working on getting us into Periwinkle Place, though.
Where?
That's a new one. The place is called Periwinkle Place. It is a bed and breakfast. It is in, is it Chelsea, Iowa, I think? Kind of down by Marshalltown. It started out as a funeral home, and then after it was a funeral home, it got turned into a bed and breakfast. It is called Periwinkle Place because when the owners bought it, there was a small periwinkle coffin still left in the building. So, yeah. So they called it Periwinkle Place, and they have it all decked out all year round in Halloween-y kind of spooky decor.
Ooh.
And
That's the way to do it.
well, yeah, and I mean the place was a funeral home. I don't need to say much more because, yeah, I've dealt with funeral homes before. So, yeah.
The basement's going to be wild.
Yeah. But, I mean, if we're going out-of-state places, Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum, Bobby Mackey's, Randolph County Infirmary, Ashmore Estates. I mean, I feel bad leaving anybody out.
So, what really draws you to these locations so to speak, that like you keep going back and all the time? Is it like always new activity, or is it always something new, something going on?
I would say for me, it's kind of the history of the place. There's been a few places that I've gone that I've wanted to go just because I have heard the hype about the places, and so I want to know if they're actually, hyped up to what they're supposed to be or not. But a lot of it is history. I don't so much go for the scare of it, for the thrill of it. I mean, yes, that's a little bit of a part of it, but more of it is because I want to know what the place is like. I want to see the place. I want to feel the place. I like feeling my way through a place first.
I do that all the time.
Well, okay, yeah, but yours is a little different there, Darren. Not all of us are blind like you are. But, other than that... Go for it, Sherry.
Oh, no, I can't even.
But yeah, it's just, there's so many places that I've been that it's just been the pure history of it. There's so many places that I want to go just because of the history of the place.
Right.
Yeah, that's for me, that's what draws me.
Now, what about the turnoffs? I mean, has there been a place where it just totally like turned you off and it's like, never again. Like, this isn't even funny. I don't want to even do this.
Trying to think of everywhere that I have been. Not really. I mean, there's been places that I've been disappointed in the way that they have been portrayed, because when you get there, they're totally different than what they're portrayed as. And I understand that part of them that are on the TV shows are portrayed like that for the TV shows. But I mean, even with other teams and things, the way that they describe what happened and the way that they, describe the whole place, and then you get there and it's something totally different than what everybody else is saying it was, which isn't a bad thing, because I like to go into places and form my own opinion. But don't hype it up if it's not,
Right. Don't fake it.
Yeah,
people
exactly.
are like, fake it to make it, and it just, yeah.
This is one of the reasons why I'm going to go to the Haunted Museum when I go out to Vegas next week.
But
because
can I interrupt for a second? Just in case somebody's listening that has never heard us before, you're a lot like me. You don't judge a location off of one visit.
No.
Right. I just wanted to throw that in there in case somebody's listening for the first time and saying, well, every investigation's different, but like...
Yeah.
Yeah, so
no.
I knew that's how you felt.
Yeah. No, I don't like to judge a place on just the first time of being there. I like to go through the place, get what I can get, and then go back. I'm for lack of sounding really, really, really bad, I'm not a one and done.
Right. Right.
Not a one-trick pony.
The more you do it, the more you get comfortable, and the more you. Yeah,
but
and
like
the
I said,
actually gets comfortable with you back.
Right.
So it's going to spit out that much more energy towards you when you go back every time.
Yep. And that's kind of why I want to, like I said, that's kind of why I want to hit the Haunted Museum, because I want to see what the hype is about. I want to
sit on the chair on the wall. The one that have hanging on the wall that.
Okay, so how would you suggest that I would even get my fat butt up there to sit on that chair, Darren? No. But yeah, no. It's just, I like to form my own opinion.
Yeah. So, Shay, what is your favorite haunted locations you've been to?
Well, I I have a lot. I've talked about them quite a bit, but I guess the newest one would be Wilson Castle. Been there tons of times. Like I just said, I like going to places multiple times and getting an overall feel for it. Let's see what else. Mama Deb's in the chat. Mama, if you can help me out here because I'm brain dead.
Well, it's a beautiful location.
Rutland Prison Camp in Rutland, Massachusetts. It's an awesome place. I have quite a few graveyards that we go to. And we keep going back to them, and we've never found I've never ever found anything at a graveyard that people have said has happened. It's never happened to me. I've never witnessed it. There's only one graveyard that we keep going back to because we get activity, and it has nothing to do with the graveyard itself. We don't know why we get this activity there, and someday we will discuss it in public, but it's been a couple years now, and we're still not releasing information on it. But we will be soon.
Okay.
I don't know.
Do you find more graveyards to be a lot more haunted than?
No. I find them the opposite.
Okay, that's good.
Hi, Ashley.
Welcome back.
I was
So now, like I said,
see
asking
this.
Shay.
I really do.
Do you have the same questions? I mean, do you feel what keeps you going back, and
Me?
that sort
Sorry,
of thing?
are you talking to me?
I'm talking to Shay. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I'm
What
letting her
keeps me
get all
going
set up
back
with
is
her,
research, like for more info, for more data to put it all together, and like Cynthia said, some of it I love going to places that aren't even haunted. This is payback for all the time that I interrupt Ashley talking by making faces. For history, like it could be not haunted at all, and I would love to go to places with history.
Right.
There's a Victorian haunted mansion in Massachusetts, USS Salem in Massachusetts. USS Salem, that was my first big investigation. Like my first non-practice, quote-unquote practice investigation. And that's the only place I've ever caught. You guys have all seen it, the picture of the thing behind the ladder. So.
Yep, I believe so.
Yep. So, okay, that's what keeps me going back. Research, data, collecting more information, because it's an ever-changing field and ever-changing locations. And I want to see if the same spirits come back, if they don't come back, if they're different, yeah. Go ahead.
And it's always interesting to see who's behind, who's on the other side of the EVP recorder too.
Yeah, if we can figure it out, and if it's the same responses that we got,
Yep.
There's only a couple places I've only been like once or twice. That's Eastern Penitentiary. I've only been once, but that's because it's far away.
I'm jealous.
Yeah, I got.
Well, it's that closed down to investigations.
No.
What?
No.
Last time I heard it,
unless it's new. I went a couple of years ago. Yeah.
No, they're still doing investigations.
Okay, unless you guys get back up and go again, but that's what last time I heard is that that almost shut down. So
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Hold on.
I'll hold on.
We'll save you for last.
Okay, bye.
I'm holding on.
Okay, bye.
What did we hold on to, Ash?
Oh yeah, Ma says Madame Cherie's S.K. Pierce Mansion. Yes, thank you, Ma. I called it the Victoria Mansion. That's what locals call it, but it's actually S.K. Pierce Mansion in Gardner, Mass. So.
Anything you won't go back to, like I said, but with
Yeah.
Cynthia, like it's hogwash. Like,
just one
forget
place.
this. This is a waste of my trip to come to this place again.
Well, I do have places that are a waste of my time and won't go back to, but I won't say those because that's a personal thing. But
Correct.
I will not go back to the Hoosac Tunnel. I heard you can't now. It's in Hoosac, Mass. One ends in Hoosac and one ends in Florida, Mass, I believe is what it's called. there's so much natural EMF and mechanical EMF from the train tracks and everything. I got so sick that I said I would never go back there.
Were you hallucinating?
No, I just got sick. I the Easter Bunny told me I had to go, so. No, I just got sick. Sorry.
Well, while we're waiting for Ash to come back, I'll go next.
Okay.
So, like I said, I've been doing this since, 2017 and stuff like that. I've been to Sheboygan Asylum. It's an interesting location, I could tell you that much, but for 4 hours, I really didn't get to investigate a whole lot. I had an opportunity on the 15th of next month to go again for 8 hours, but unfortunately it's on a Sunday, and that's not going to work. I got to Washington County Historical Museum, the place that I do bookings. Of course, I got to add that in there, but the thing is with that is so unique is, you got a jail and a house that you're using, and it's got a big history behind it, with Geen and all that, and being there and for 4 days and 4 nights and 5 days that he spent there at jail, and we've gotten quite a bit of activity, and there she is, and
my headphones.
yes, so Washington County is really fun. I love being there. Edinburgh Manor, I've been there once,
right?
but Edinburgh Manor
headphones,
is
not so much. Give me a second.
She can't
Edinburgh
hear
Manor
you.
is a very cool location, a location that you can constantly go back to and find different things because it's so many different outcomes, and that's what I like about it, and that's where it leads up to Malvern. Malvern, I would have to say, is the top of my list, just because.
You can just mute me because I'm gonna be talking out loud to myself till I find these bitches.
Malvern itself is
where the fuck did they go?
And everything else that goes along with it. I mean, it's just you watch Josh on YouTube, and it's just constant. Keeps on going. It's never a dull moment there. So, especially when you get scared someone tries to scare you at one night when you were expecting it. But I mean, like I said, it's a very, very fun location, and I can't wait to hopefully get back there next year. But Granger House, great place. Been there a couple times now, and that's holds a place in my heart for that place too as well. But as far as Wisconsin, Wisconsin's a work right now because you got Sheboygan, you got this new place called Jericho that I haven't got to go to yet, but we're searching places. We're looking at state parks. We're looking at different things, urban legends.
I love doing those.
I mean, we're just doing. Even though if like next weekend, if we go to this one state park, it's like we're going there to observe and see if we can find anything could be haunted, because there's a history that's connected to Canada and stuff, but there's also the urban legend style of the mysterious steps in the woods. It could be anywhere. So that's one of those things that I really enjoy, and I'm glad I get to do what I do, and that's it for me for locations. We're waiting for Ashley to come back.
Yeah. See, I've always thought though that outdoors. I mean, there's nothing wrong with doing it. Don't get me wrong.
It's harder,
but it's harder to investigate outdoors.
See, I started outdoors, so when I moved indoors, it was so much easier. But I still love doing outdoors.
We just can't leave you in the woods by yourself.
No.
In the dark.
That's right. Ask my mother. My mother's in there. We have Richard. I can't read today because of my head, but Richard Fennell, I think it says.
Yep.
My mother says her favorites are.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome, Richard. Sorry. Unity Cemetery, Wilson Castle, Cabin 360. Yes, Cabin 360 was cool. Richard, if you have a favorite location, throw it in the chat. We'll give you a shout out. I want to know if there's a place Darren won't go back to.
Yeah.
If that's what he asked us.
Yeah, Darren.
Okay, so places I won't go back to. You know what? I did forget one location that's awesome that everybody needs to go to is Broadhead Manor. Fantastic location. Hold on a second. I made myself.
All right. Well, so I learned how to use the mute button, Cynthia. So it's just me and you. Darren's muted.
And you got somebody behind you in the fridge.
Oh yeah, my sister is in the fridge. I told you we're not all packed. Hey Kim, give a wave.
That's okay.
I can't hear her. These things are so loud. The internet says hello to the girl in the fridge. Hi.
Darren's still trying to talk and can't talk because he's muted.
Sorry, I muted you, Darren. How do you unmute? Hold on.
I don't know. You got them muted.
I know, but I don't know how to unmute.
The same way you muted them? How did you mute them?
This could be interesting.
Darren.
What? Darren? Huh? I can't hear you.
Hey, it's our show right now.
I know. We haven't done this in a very long time. Richard, as soon as I figure out how to unmute my co-host, what? I really don't know how. See, Darren, you said the show must go on. We said we could,
I don't even know if Darren can hear us. Can you even hear us? He can hear us. Okay. He just can't talk. Oh.
Ashley left.
Goodbye,
Ashley. Oh, no.
I'll get her back. Hang on.
She might have left to see.
Yeah, I'll try putting Ashley back on. You try unmuting Darren.
This is so fun.
It is. It really is.
I know. What?
That's hilarious.
What does Darren think it's his show or something?
Something.
I don't know.
What?
Oh, I hung up on him.
Oh, Shay.
I hit the wrong button.
Now I'm waiting to see if Ashley picks back up. Whoops. It's our show. It's all right.
Oh God, I haven't had this problem with the mute button since rolling in the drive-thru.
Oh my God. Oh. I was just listening to that the other day.
Oh jeez. All right,
that was hilarious.
I think Darren's back with us, and he's not muted.
I don't see him.
Oh, it says he's here. I don't know.
What?
Let's see.
Here, hold on. Okay, let's do this.
It says call started. He's here somewhere.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. Richard's favorite place. Broken Bow Asylum. Oh yeah.
Ashley. Yes.
Yep, Ashley. That's his ultimate. You never know what would happen there. I also investigated the 1986 Crescent Hotel in Eureka Springs, Arizona. Yeah. So.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I would like to hear about that.
I'm sorry, I'm giggling because we have kicked off both of the other co-hosts.
Darren just messaged me. He said you cut me out. I know. I was trying to add to. No, I don't want Deb Banks.
What? You don't want to add
It
Mama
says
Dad?
it says he's added to it, so I don't know.
Okay, well, I'm gonna...
I think we should just end the show for Darren.
Oh, we could do that.
Because now it's really, I mean, it is still funny, but it's really Skype. Skype's saying he's on here and he's not in here.
Yeah, and it's not... There we go.
Yeah.
It's still calling Darren for some reason.
And the exact words Skype just said to me was Cynthia kicked Ashley out.
Well, I'm trying to stop my calls so that I can... so that you can get him back in on your side. And it's not working.
It's not working. Oh, do you know I've been off for like 5 or 6 weeks or something like that, and this is my first show back.
And we managed to alienate the other co-host.
Not alienate, we fucking kicked their ass to the curb.
Oh
my God!
I'm sorry.
Welcome to the Cynthia and Sherry shit show.
Right?
I've been booted. Oh, I know, Darren. I'm so sorry. All right. Oh.
Okay, you try again. I won't touch. You try again.
I'm afraid if I touch anything, it's gonna kick you out.
Do you want me to try again?
Sure. You try.
Okay. All right, Darren. If you're listening to this, I'm going to try adding you on Skype again.
Oh, Ashley's back.
There's an Ashley.
There's an Ashley. See, he's just gonna add himself. He's in the call, I think.
Yeah, there you go. Add yourself, Darren.
Does Ashley even know she's on?
I think so.
Hello, baby.
I know I'm on. I'm telling y'all what happened. I finally got my headphones working.
Oh.
Yay!
My internet stopped me, so then I had to call you from my phone again that's about to die.
Oh.
That's okay. We kicked Darren out, so I mean.
Good. I'm just kidding.
Oh, we know you're kidding. Let's see. Invite.
Write him back. I mean.
I've got him. I'm trying to call him. He's not answering.
He's already in the chat. He's just got to click.
Oh.
It says.
Well, click the button.
Darren, we're gonna end the show.
Click the button, Darren.
Wait. All right. So I don't know if you could hear, but Richard in chat said Broken Bow was his ultimate place. Am I saying that right, Ashley?
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, that's his ultimate place. You never know what would happen there. He loved it.
Loving that.
How about you? What's your favorite while we're trying to... What's your favorite?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you.
Then who? Let's see. Aside from the Avi.
Yeah, aside for the Avi, that don't count.
Nope.
So it'd have to be a tie between the Escalamios Museum down in St. Bernard Parish, where I'm from, and then the Bonnie and Clyde Ambush Museum for sure.
Oh, yes. Yes, I should have known you were going to say that.
But I to touch on something you said earlier.
Yep.
About how it's perceived on TV, right? One. And then how it's perceived, or not even perceived, how it's portrayed, rather. That's a better word.
Yeah, portrayed, yes.
By actual groups, right? Now, there's a huge difference, and I really became aware of that after actually being a location owner, is that there are teams who are there to actually figure out what's happening, and there are other teams that are there that some of them have good intentions, but for the most part, they have zero mind of their own, and also knowing that building and the spirits and everything the way that I'd come to over the years being there. Knowing that they were like just straight up lying.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like telling me things and being like, oh, this has happened or this and that happened. And I'm just like, okay. Yeah. And then recently with it closing, man, they tell you the shit people try to pull.
I've seen some crazy, yep.
I mean, I got charged up at one point by this lady who visited. It was like, well, what was the point of getting it if you're just going to end up selling it anyway?
Right.
Blah, blah, where's all the money going? And I'm like, you mean every personal cent that I had put away into a money pit? The thing was, no matter who had it, unless you were a millionaire, there's no way you're keeping up with what all had to be done. The security involved, the rise in not even just the property tax, but the actual cost of the building itself because of the area.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know, there were so many factors, and instead of asking to be verbally assaulted, basically, in that way after I'd done so much, just made me feel so much better about my decision not to do it anymore. Because there are people who actually appreciate history and what goes into not just the upkeep, the active bills in today's economy.
Right.
Like, people just really
Hi,
don't
Ashley.
get it. Yo. And they expect you to...
That's been a fucked up show.
You know, it's just... And then for this particular... It was two different groups, actually. To come in after almost 5 years of between actually running tours there and everything and then owning the place. For you to have that been your first time to come in, and only because they saw it on TV, even though they were local teams. You know what I'm saying? Like, just went there to have that experience because they could be like, they take pictures and be like, I ain't this skinny, we're graphing this together. And then, like,
right.
Come the end of August, that bitch no more.
Right.
Oh, I gotta say, it would leave a sour taste in your mouth about all that stuff. I mean,
yeah. By the way, Ash, I actually contractor at work with the company that's working with us. That it's from Broken Bow.
Oh yeah, hold on.
Yeah.
Now I can hear you again.
yeah, she's not good anymore.
No, it's just that one word that echoed.
Yep.
Yeah.
She's all good.
Welcome back, Darren.
We can hear you. Can you hear us, Ash?
Uh-oh.
all right, there we go.
Okay.
Can you hear now?
Sorry.
Oh, that's
No,
all
you're
good.
fine.
This is just like, I don't know what the fuck is up with my computer.
I'm telling you, it's the flippin' retrograde.
It's possessed.
No, it's retrograde.
It's entirely too much about what can the location do for you instead of what can you do for the location. And I'm not about that.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, I just don't get people's mentality. And then for them to pose some type of concern entirely too late. And in the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? If you're that concerned, there are a billion other ways to address that than being rude about it.
Yep. Yep, very true.
But that's our haunted locations, folks. After I get booted and cussed out, and no, I'm just kidding. I got booted. It's like, I didn't mute myself. She muted me.
No, all you had to do is click the button after that, and you would have been back in, but I had to physically remove you again.
Well, I actually restarted Skype to get back in.
Yeah, Skype was messing up a little bit there too, not just me.
So I got stuck in messages, and I'm like, well, this ain't right. And then I try to hit call her again, like join call, and I'm like, this ain't working. Like, shit, just get out and get back in.
I think Ashley's trying to talk here.
Go on, Ashley.
She was saying something.
Well, yeah, but it was more so that I was going to interrupt Darren, and then he's talking, and I forgot what I was going to interrupt him with. But I was going to interrupt him on purpose to add on to what he's experienced tonight, just the Wednesdays.
Gotcha.
Missed opportunity.
Yes, exactly.
That's a win for me.
For now, until she goes all Elmo all over you.
That sounded so wrong.
So, but I wanted to plug for the Ambush Museum. So, investigator or not, if you are interested in just gambling history, also obviously Bonnie and Clyde, you should go to Gibson, Louisiana. If you're passing through.
Gibson, Louisiana?
Gibbsland.
Gibbsland.
Oh, that was not creepy.
It's like Barry Gibbs, but with one P. Like,
gotcha.
Staying on.
Yes, ma'am. Because we plan on driving down to New Orleans in April, so.
Don't do that. I'm sorry, but that's a really dumb idea.
Why?
Because that's a gangland itself right now. What? It's not a good place to be, especially tourists. What used to happen?
You crushed my dreams.
Well, what used to happen happens during
I don't have any tissues to give you.
And happens in the French Quarter. It happens during the day constantly, during the night constantly. They're shooting all the time.
Yeah.
It's basically like along the hellscape right now. At one point, they even had a community meeting to see if they needed to declare martial law and just have the government basically come in and get everything. But they started calling it the Mid Gotham.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, I'm from there, and I haven't gone back to visit my family in 2 years now because I refuse to take Oliver down there and put him in a situation.
Yeah.
Myself, like to visit my friends. If you want other haunted places though in Louisiana, which are just as amazing and dangerous, I can send you a list.
That will work.
But New Orleans right now, I would just err on the side of caution. You know, I love you too much. For you to get shit.
That's not good. Did anyone talk about the one that Richard posted?
Yes, we did.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yes, we did. I got
Just want to double check.
I got kicked out.
Right, is the last.
All right. What time is it? I think it's
They got about 15 minutes, yeah.
Okay.
So let's talk about what's coming up for each of us. And Shay, you want to start?
I have nothing planned for the immediate future right now.
My shit's about to die, and I can't get back online because I rebooted my computer. So, just a heads up if I drop out.
Right, you go first then. What do you got coming up? Anything you want to announce?
Jesus Christ. September 23rd is Steampunk this coming weekend in Mineola, Texas. It's a whole steampunk festival and Iron Horse festival for it's like the 100th anniversary or something of Mineola, or 150th, something crazy. There's also Investigation that weekend. and haunted history tours downtown in Mineola. Then we have all of October is the the haunted house, and then the Corpse Grove in Tyler, Texas.
Hey, Darren, mute your mic a sec.
There's
Hey, Blake!
November 4th and 5th. I'm seeing like channels and stuff. So I'm super pretty and geek. Right now, I think fucking Darren. This I swear to God, I'm gonna poke him in his good eye.
He's trying to get his kid to quit.
Yeah, but I'm still gonna poke him. I'm gonna poke his good eyes. Captain Insano show.
Oh God.
Now, can you unmute him?
I'm trying. Well, I was trying while Ashley's finishing up there.
Well, I'm done now.
Okay, so Cynthia can go next.
All right. So, let's see. I am actually doing an expo in November in Davenport.
What the heck? Well, people, like this hasn't been interesting enough. Hold on.
Coming trip to Vegas, so we're gonna go wander around Vegas, and then after Vegas, and I think Darren's still muted. After Vegas, there's a couple of Malvern things in there. We're doing another night for Roland at Bango this year, which Darren will be a part of.
Hello.
Yep, there we go. Which Darren will be a part of. And those are basically pretty much what I've got going on for the rest of the year. Coming up next year, we've got a few different places that we're looking at, and hopefully we can get ourselves back up and running, because this year was kind of rough on us. So
it's been a rough year for everybody.
Yeah.
Hey, we also got, along with Renee, I think we said hi to her on air, but we also got Nico in the house.
Hey, Nico.
Oh, and I have a message. I know it's the end of the show, but I'm supposed to tell you in the beginning from Allison. She's sorry she couldn't make it tonight. She had something with Chloe. But she told me to tell you hi. Sorry, I interrupted you. Was it anything else, Sin? I just wanted to say hi. No.
No.
Renee's on my show a lot. On Shay's Paranormal Chat.
Okay.
She's awesome. She really is.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah, I'll announce my stuff later. I'm working on a lot of things, but not for right this second, between my health, for real, my real health issues. And for the listeners that don't know, I just made a huge move. So that's why I've been missing off. I haven't been online much and haven't. This is my first show back, and what a hell of a show it was.
Yeah, right. Tell me.
Well, now I know if you
out of my own show, get muted on my own show.
Yeah, well, hey, I just kick your butt out.
You know, if we didn't have technical difficulties, I say this on every single Raven Road show that we have. If we didn't have technical difficulties, it would not be our show.
Oh, this show is so fun.
You know, like I said, these shows are... Sometimes topics are hard to come by. I mean...
Sometimes your co-hosts are just hard to keep in line.
Yeah, I know. And I got a kid that likes to shout when he plays games. So.
Yeah, well, you picked the three of us. This is your doing. You put the three of us together.
Oh, I know. I'm
Yeah.
silently weeping in the chair, rocking around. So.
He's spanking himself in his head.
Yep.
What the was I thinking?
Yep. All right, Darren. So, what do you have coming up?
So, basically, right now we have an investigation on October 7th. That's a beer walk really going on at Watoma. And then we'll be doing a overnight at the Washoe County Historical Museum. Actually, our first overnight, third overall. And we get to sleep in the jail cells. We can sleep anywhere we want to sleep. So it'll be really cool. And then we got a few things coming up, like doing some urban legend stuff. We'll be doing some of that. And then, so recently, my buddy, Scott Bowser, he is a Ed Gein historian and an Ed Gein author. And we just, like 2 weeks ago, finished up doing a film for his YouTube channel that he started up, which is called Wisconsin True Crime. So that film will be out on September 29th. And so that'll be kind of cool. Get that out and going. I'll be getting the trailer up soon on Facebook.
Nice.
And then we'll be doing some more films. It's the first of 12 films. They're short, 7-10 minute films type deal. And as far as the haunted location goes, I don't know if I'm going to have any more scheduled for the rest of the year. Maybe go to the museum a little bit more. We'll see. We're going to Bango at 21st of October. So I want to make sure I got that in there. So me and my wife will be coming for that. And yeah, that's kind of about it. It's like I said, it's been a rough year. It's trying to get locations. I do have an offer to join up with another team to investigate with, collaborate type deal.
Nice.
Just waiting for those bookings to come through, which is at Jericho and Glenbeulah. So
there you go.
But yeah, as far as that goes, that's pretty much all that's going on, and just kind of straighten ourselves out next year. And I want to get to Melbourne next year. That's a big plus. I want to get to Edinburgh Manor, which actually, now that I think about it, Edinburgh Manor, I will be collaborating with Midwest Spirit Seekers. With them. They asked if, because they're going to come back to the museum for a 2-nighter next year. So in return, I'll be going with them to Edinburgh Manor for a 2-nighter. So
there you go.
Cool.
So that'll be pretty cool to get back there next year. But other than that, everything's a wait and see. And, more locations come about, we'll attack them as much as we can.
Can I do a plug for PBR?
Yes, ma'am.
Make sure you check out the last Sunday of every month. Nico's new show, The Paranormal Report. 7 p.m. I believe it's 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 Central. Last Sunday of every month. We have Spoopy Talk coming back next month. We still, Exploring the Unknown is still kind of up in the air, but we might have something coming back with us. But we have the two other new shows too, The Hailing Light with Caitlin, and we have The Demon Folklorist with Victoria. So check it out.
Awesome.
That's it.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool shows out there.
Yeah, a lot of them are once a month or something like that. And we try to three Mondays are the same time, 1, 2, 3, and then they're just different shows, but they're always Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 Central, Sundays, Tuesdays, and of course REP, who is
Thursdays.
Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central, 5 Pacific. And
They're
they
all
barely
just got
ever
really
take
good,
any
too.
time off.
Nope.
So.
That's it for me.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us for this wild roller coaster ride of a show tonight. Between my kids screaming in the back, and me getting muted, and me getting booted.
Hold on. Don't
And
end
Ashley's internet is not working.
Oh, wait. What?
Don't end. Keep talking.
Okay. Keep going.
So with that, I thank you all for joining us tonight. We'll be back next month. Like I said, probably we'll have a new topic for next month. And then, yeah, that's pretty much all we got. So thank you for joining us tonight. Thank you, Cynthia, Ashley, wherever you are. Thank you for coming in tonight. And Shay.
Yep.
So with that, I say so long, everybody, and have a good rest of your week.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Later.